All right, we are going to take this very heavily on the hips today. The flow is going to take us toward 8-angle pose, and we'll take 8-angle toward the end of class. Don't sweat that too much, but it's going to be a lot of opening through the inner thighs, definitely get to the hamstrings quite a bit as well, so be ready for that. We'll be hitting those areas quite a bit today. I do have one demonstration before we begin. So once we get into the main part of the flow, every sequence will bring you to the front of the mat. As usual, we'll take this into crow, but we're just going to hang out in crow for a breath or two, and then take this into flying lizard. And whether or not you're going to be able to hold your flying lizard, don't worry about that too much. You don't have to balance it, but I want you to get in position, get into the setup of the pose, because this is all about engaging the inner thigh, and that's the whole point of coming into this. So what's going to happen at the end of the sequence, you're going to be in your forward fold to come into crow first. Both hands down, dig your fingertips into the floor, so grip. Lift your heels, bring the knees to your arms, and then look forward, lean. When your feet lift, bring the toes to touch. We'll just hold the balance for a moment, and then we'll set this down. So you're going to bring your feet right down to the floor. Now, flying lizard is basically just a very uncomfortable crow. So one of your legs is going to wrap around one of your arms. You're going to bring my left leg around my left arm, left foot between my hands from the front, right knee to my right arm from behind. Now, before you do anything else, lift the front foot and squeeze that arm. And whether you're going to balance this or not, try to just hold this. You can look forward, you can lean, you can always just stay here, but if you can take it further. Keep leaning just like in crow to lift the back foot. And this is plenty by itself. Hold this for at least a few breaths and keep that wrapped leg squeezing in. And that's really the whole purpose of coming into this. Now, if you want to play around and take this further, you can extend your back leg all the way back. Just be sure your elbows stay pulled in. And to come out of the pose, you kind of just got to set everything down and come into plank. Now, if you want to work the transition, it is possible. You can bring that back leg in. See about unwrapping the front leg and maybe pull it up to crow. And you can move through the vinyasa from there. Now, just because it's possible does not mean it's easy. I've only been able to pull off that transition reliably within the last 2 to 3 years, all right? So if you're going to do it, haven't done it before, you're probably not going to be successful, but that's no reason not to try. That's how you chip into this kind of stuff. So just work things as best you can and see how far you want to go with this today, and just keep that in mind. So all that said, let's go ahead and start this seated. And you can keep it simple and take a cross-legged seat. Bring your right leg in first and the left leg in front. And if you want to take things a little deeper into the hips right away, you can actually take this into double pigeon. The legs are still crossed, but with the left ankle over your right thigh. Now, if you're going to come into this pose here, keep the toes of your left foot curled, keep the foot tense, so any stretch actually goes into the hip and you're not feeling any twinge of the knee. Be sure you can sit this upright either way with both sit bones down. And then bring your hands down to the floor. At your side, just fingertips down enough to keep yourself stable. Reach the top of the head toward the ceiling. Bring your chin in just a little bit to lengthen out the back of your neck. Relax your shoulders down, and then just close your eyes. So just take a moment to settle in here like this. Let your mind quiet down. And be sure you still hold yourself upright and keep your shoulders low. When you're ready, start to deepen your breathing here. So with the inhales, pulling as much air as you can. Try to fill up your lungs. Hold on to all that breath at the top. And then when you exhale, constrict the back of your throat. So slow your breath down on the way back out. And just work to make your exhales last at least as long as your inhales as you breathe. And just keep breathing like this to begin. Now when you're ready, take a deep inhale. And then when you exhale, just open your eyes. And set your hands down behind you. Lean back, reverse the cross of your legs. Bring your left leg in first. Right leg in front, and if you take double pigeon, the right ankle goes onto your left thigh. And keep the toes of the right foot curled. Be sure you're on both sit bones. Keep yourself upright. And then just take things slow. With an inhale, reach your arms up high. Exhale, hands down through heart center. Inhale, reach us up high again. Exhale, hands through center. Inhale, arms up high. Exhale, through center again. Inhale, reach us up high. And with the exhale this time, pull the elbows out wide. Draw your shoulders back, open your chest. Inhale, reach straight up. Exhale again, elbows out wide. Let your head fall back. Try to open further. Inhale, reach straight up. Exhale one more time. Pull the elbows out wide. Draw your chest open. Look up. Keep breathing. Take an inhale. And with the exhale, look forward. Bring your hands down behind. Lean back, and let's take this to Lord of the Fishes. Just step the right foot down outside your left thigh. Left heel outside the right hip. And just give yourself a moment to get both sit bones down. You can always do this with the left leg extended if you need to back off. But when you're ready, right hand sets behind. Inhale the left arm high. And with the exhale, bring the left elbow down past your right thigh. We're going to take this back and forth. Inhale, turn to center. Reach up with your left arm. Exhale, twist again. Elbow past your thigh. Inhale, back to center. Reach up high. And then with the exhale, one more time. Left elbow to the right thigh and stay here. Now sit this up tall. Crown of the head toward the ceiling. Look back over your right shoulder. Use your left arm. Press into the right leg and just breathe here. Keep extending up as you're twisting. Take an inhale. And then with the exhale, just release. Turn to center. Hands down behind you. Lean back. And switch it out. Right heel outside your left hip. Left foot steps down outside the right thigh. Now just take a moment here. Again, sit this upright. Get both sit bones down. You can always extend the right leg if you need to back off. Once you're ready, set the left hand down behind. Inhale the right arm up high. Exhale. Move into the twist. Right elbow past your left thigh. Inhale. Turn to center. Reach up. Exhale. Twist again. Elbow past the thigh. Inhale, back to center, right arm high. And with the exhale, bring it down. Right elbow to your left thigh. Hold the twist. Stay tall through your spine. And look back over the left shoulder. Just breathe here. And then take an inhale. And with the exhale, just release. Turn back to center. Hands behind. Lean back. Uncross the legs. And then just cross from the ankles. Come forward, your hands into all fours. And once you're in all fours, just move around. Stretch your hands, stretch your fingers with the shoulders and hips, move side to side and just feel things out. And then go bring this into center. And we're going to take this into the wrist right away. So bring your hands right in front of your knees. Palms down. Rotate your fingertips to the sides and then in toward the knees as much as you can. Just come as far in that rotation as you're able. Now spread your fingers out wide. Grip the floor with your fingertips. Press your spine up toward the ceiling. And just start to sway the shoulders side to side, but keep gripping. And then just bring yourself into center, arms straight. And as you grip the floor, sink down toward your heels. Peel the palms up off the floor. And then bring your weight forward. And just take things back and forth like this and maintain that grip with your fingertips pressing down. And just breathe here. Let the stretch move through the wrists and up into the forearms. And then the next time you come forward, the palms flat, stay forward and take this the other direction. Shoulders forward, pull the elbows underneath. Keep gripping the floor. And then press back up the straight. And just take it back and forth like this. Now, as you bend the elbows, pull them in toward each other. You don't have to go too low. Maybe take it a little bit further each time, but without dropping your face on the floor, ideally. And then the next time you come forward, stay forward like this. Pull the elbows in, grip the floor with your fingers, keep your gaze forward. And as you hold this, just move from the lower body. So lift the right knee out to the side as high as you can. And then set that knee down. Keep gripping with your fingers. Lift the left knee out to the side. And then set that knee down. Right knee out to the side again. And then come back into center. Lift your left knee out to the side. And then back to center here. Right knee out to the side. And then set the knee back down. And then lift your left knee out to the side one more time. And set that knee down. And then go ahead, straighten your arms. Come up onto your fingertips. Keep your hands close. But then flip the hands over, backs of the hands down, palms up the fingertips, point toward the midline. Now spread your fingers out wide and then slide the hands together so you can interlace the fingers. Palms still open, fingertips pressing down. Try to straighten your arms as much as you can. And then from here, just feel this out and sway your shoulders side to side and look for that stretch. Let it move through the backs of the hands, up into the forearms, through the wrists. And then just bring this into center with straight arms. Now take it back and forth from here. Go ahead, bring your chest down low, elbows out wide. And then press back up to straight. And keep going back and forth like this. Now each time you straighten your arms, try to come up even higher. Try to straighten even more around your spine at the top. And keep the fingertips pressing down. Keep the hands tense the whole time. And the next time you press this all the way up, stay up here. Now keep your fingertips pressing down like this and just move from the lower body as you hold this. Keep that tension in your hands. But step your right foot back to the left. Touch the big toe down and take it diagonally here. Bring the right leg up and to the right. Touch the heel to the floor. Extend the right leg back and across over to the left. And then bring it up to the right again. Back and across to the left side. Up and to the right one more time. And then set the right knee down. Hands are still tense, fingertips still pressing down. Take it with the other leg. Left leg reaches over to the right. Just touch the big toe down. And then bring the heel up to the left. Extend this back and across again. And then bring it up and forward. Extend the left leg back and across. Up and to the left one more time. And then bring the left knee down. Come up onto the fingertips down to sitting on your heels and take a moment. Shake your hands out. Loosen up your fingers and loosen up your wrists. And then once the hands are ready, go ahead and bring your legs out from underneath you, come to a seat. And let's set this up for reverse tabletops. Feet about hips width distance apart in front of you. Hands behind the shoulders about shoulder width. Palms down. Fingertips forward if you can. You can always back off and rotate your fingers to the sides. Either way, just press into the floor. Lift your seat up off the mat. And let's get serious and take it up and down. With the inhale, press your hips high. Squeeze your glutes. Exhale, come back down. Inhale, lift your hips up again. Exhale, lower. Inhale, press this up high. Exhale, come back down. Inhale, lift up again. And then exhale, lower. Inhale, press your hips high. Exhale, bring this back down. And then inhale, lift up one more time and hold here. Now keep your glutes squeezing, keep your hips lifted like this. You can look forward, look up, hang your head back, whatever you like, but keep the hips, keep that tension of the lift. Now as you hold on to that, press into your heels, try to pull them toward your hands, press the hands toward your heels at the same time. Take an inhale. And with the exhale, come all the way down. Now once you're down, just take a moment, shake your hands out a little bit. And we're going to take it back up. Now, feet in front of your hips width distance apart. Again, hands behind the shoulders, shoulder width, whatever rotation you need. But just lift your seat up off the floor. And we're going to take this up with a figure four. So I want you to bring the right ankle across your left thigh. Now curl the toes of the right foot, keep them curled. And back and forth. Inhale, press your hips up, squeeze your glutes. Exhale, sink down. Inhale, lift your hips up again. And exhale, lower. Inhale, press this high. Now hold this time. And again, you can look forward, look up, or hang your head back, but keep your glutes squeezing and keep the right leg pressing down into the left. Keep breathing. Take an inhale. And with the exhale, bring it all back down. Now, when you're ready, set it up on the other side. Right foot's your base. Left leg crosses the right. Find that figure four. Ankle past the thigh. Keep the toes of the left foot curled. With an inhale, press your hips straight up. Exhale, sink down. Inhale, lift your hips again. Exhale, lower. Inhale, press up one more time and hold here. Keep your glutes squeezing. Stay lifted. Keep the left leg pressing to the right and keep breathing. Take an inhale. And with the exhale, bring it all back down again. Now, once you're down, take a moment, shake your hands out a bit. And then when you're ready, we're going to take this into a reclining position here. At least it'll feel like reclining at first. So I want you to extend your left leg forward. Keep your right knee bent. Right foot stays on the floor. But then come down onto the left forearm and bring the right hand in front of your chest. So you're coming down on the left hip. Left leg stays extended. Toes are pointing to the side. And then root down into that right foot. Lean into your hands and lift your left hip up off the floor. Keep it lifted. Now, as best you can, lift that left foot up high. And then set it back down. Lift the left foot. And then down to the floor. Now lift up again, and this time left heel to right knee as close as you can go. And then set your left foot down. Again, left heel to right knee. Bring the foot to the floor. Heel to knee. And set the foot down. Heel to knee. Keep your hips lifted. Set the foot. Heel to knee again. And then set the foot down. One more time. Heel to knee. And then set the foot down. Bring your left hip down. And let's take it on the other side. So right leg extended, left knee bent. Come down onto the right forearm and bring the left hand in front of your chest. Now keep the toes of the right foot pointed out to the side. Lean into your hands. And then when you're ready, push down. Lift that right hip up off the floor. Now right foot high. And then set the foot down. Lift up again. And then bring it back down. Lift the foot, and this time heel to your left knee. And set the right foot down. Lift up again, heel to knee. And then set the foot. Lift it up, heel to knee. Bring the foot back down. Lift up, heel to knee, and set the foot. One more time, heel to knee. Bring the right foot down, and then come back down to the floor. Now take it the other way again. So left leg extended, right knee bent. And then stand your left hip, left forearm down, right hand in front of your chest. And we'll make it more interesting. Right foot steps down in front of your left leg this time. And this is definitely going to be harder. So lean into your hands, lift that left hip up off the floor. Stay lifted. Now, as best you can, lift the left foot. Set it back down. Lift the foot and set it back down. One more time, lift and hold here. Now, you can just press the left leg into the right. Good enough. If you can take it further, pulse the foot up higher on my count. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring everything down. Come to a seat. You can shake that leg out for a moment. Things might be cramping. But then take the other side. So over to the right hip again. Right leg extended. Left knee bent. Come down on the right forearm. Left hand in front of your chest. Step the left foot down in front of your right leg. Now lean into your hands. Lift that right hip up off the floor. And then lift the right foot best you can. Set it down. Lift the right foot. Set it down. Lift one more time. Hold here. And try to pulse. 10. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it all back down. And then when you're ready, come into center, come into all fours. From all fours, take a moment here and just move. And maybe shake your legs out a little bit, loosen things up. Once you're ready, bring yourself down onto your forearms, and we're going to take a forearm plank. So you can have the forearms parallel with the palms down, or press the palms together, whatever suits you best. See if the elbows stay at shoulder width. Go ahead, step your feet straight back, feet about hips width distance apart, but bring your whole body into one long line. Now keep that tension through your core. Push into your hands. Keep the weight along the length of your forearms. And we're just going straight back and forth, moving from the toes. Now bring your chin as far forward as you can, and then press straight back. Forward for 2, press it back again. Forward for 3, press it back. Forward for 4, and then press back. Forward for 5, press it back. Forward for 6, and press back. Now forward for 7, press it back again. Forward for 8, and press back. Forward for 9, press this back again. Forward for 10, press back one more time. And set your knees down. Come back up to all fours. Give yourself a moment here. Just move around. Breathe. And then from all fours, just set this up. Sink the shoulders and knees underneath the hips here to begin. Step your right foot forward outside your right hand. And then bend both elbows. Sink down inside the right thigh. Move around. Back, forward, side to side. You can circle around. Maybe feel a stretch on the inner right thigh. And then go ahead, press into your hands, bring the right knee down and do the same thing on the other side. Left foot forward outside your left hand. And then bend the elbows, sink down. Move back, forward, side to side, circle around. Just hold on here and breathe. And then press into your hands, bring your left knee down. Now step your right foot forward outside the right hand again. And now this time, keep the shoulders over your wrist, tuck the toes to your left foot, lift your left knee. Now as you hold this, just press into your palms, arms stay straight. Step the right foot back, come into plank. And then bring your left foot forward outside your left hand. Now step your left foot back, bring it to plank. Right foot forward outside the right hand again. Now press into your palms, keep your shoulders over wrists, move your hips straight up and down. Now if you want to keep walking it, that's fine, but otherwise we'll hop this on 3. The key to this is to lift your hips up high. That will give you the time and space to move. So on 3 from here, 1, 2, 3. Back and forth. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, and 3. Now check in. Be sure your shoulders are over your wrist. Press your palms flat. And take as much weight in your hands as you can. Try to land this lightly. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And then 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2, and 3. Now go ahead, bring your left knee down, bring the right knee down as well. Give yourself a moment, move around, breathe. Now you can just stay here and breathe, take a little break, maybe take another stretch, but when you're ready, tuck your toes, straighten your legs, lift your hips, and find your downward facing dog. Now once you move in a position, take a moment, paddle out. Let your hips move side to side. And then pay attention to how you set this up. So hands about shoulder width distance apart. Flatten your palms so you can feel some weight at the base of your thumbs. Sink your chest low. Press your hips up as high as you can and really reach up through the hips. Pull into the belly around the lower ribs to lengthen your spine even more. And if your legs are tight, let that tension go. You can always bend your knees. And you can always just pedal this out and let your hips move side to side. When you're ready here, take an inhale. With the exhale, bend the knees, look forward, step to the front, take a ragdoll fold. Now feet about hips width distance apart, deep bend in the knees here. Let your belly touch your thighs, let your head hang, let your spine round. And let everything go long and loose, let the muscles in your neck relax. Now you can hang your hands to the floor, you can reach to opposite elbows, maybe shake this side to side to loosen further. And then when you're ready from here, just release any grip that you have, but keep your knees bent to begin. And restack your spine slowly around this upper standing. Bring your head up last. And then just open up your palms at your sides. Now when you're ready here, with an inhale, reach your arms up high. And then with the exhale, just bring your hands down to heart center. Now take a moment here to breathe, set an intention. Let your mind clear, find your focus. Take a deep inhale. And then with the exhale, just release your hands. Now with the next inhale, reach your arms up high. And then with the exhale, slowly fold this forward. Hinge at the hips, start with a straight spine, put a little bend in the knees. Keep your core engaged, move smoothly, and then just release this at the bottom. Now with an inhale, lift it up halfway. Fingertips to the floor or to your shins, lengthen forward through the crown of your head. And then with the exhale, bring your hands to the mat and let's step it back to high plank. Now find your shape. Wrists underneath the shoulders, palms pressed down, press the floor away from you. Press your spine up toward the ceiling, stay lifted like this. And then take an inhale. With the exhale, slowly bring your shoulders forward as the elbows bend. Now keep your body in line. Elbows pulled into your sides and lower with control. All the way down into your belly. Now once you're down, flatten the feet up behind you. Hands under the shoulders, elbows into your sides. And we'll take this up and down through low cobra. So with an inhale, just peel up your head, neck, and chest. Exhale, roll this down. Inhale, peel up again. Exhale, lower. Inhale, peel up one more time. Now just stay lifted here. Now keep the lift in your upper body. Press into your feet. Take some more all the way out of your hands. Elbows at your sides. Pull the shoulders back. Keep your gaze forward. And work to lift up a little bit higher still. Take an inhale. Exhale, roll back down. Hands under the shoulders, elbows in at your sides. Press the palms to the floor. Let's take it to upward facing dog. So with an inhale, straighten your arms. Now pull your chest forward, let your hips hang, stay on the tops of your feet. Keep your legs active, work to lift your knees up from the mat. Take it further, kick your feet down, squeeze your glutes, pull the hips forward, deepen the arc. Lift with the arms, but lift with your shoulders. Keep your neck long, keep your chest pulling forward. Take an inhale. And with the exhale, pull your belly, hips up high to down dog. Now pedal out here for a moment, let your hips move side to side. Now from your down dog, inhale the right leg high behind you. And open your scorpion dog. Bend the right knee, hang the right foot left, and just open up your hip. Breathe here. With the next inhale, straighten the right leg, three-legged dog. Exhale, bring it forward. Knee to chest, shoulders over wrists. Inhale your right leg high. Exhale, forward, knee to left elbow. Inhale the right leg high. Exhale, forward, knee to right elbow. Stay here, stay lifted. Take an inhale. And with the exhale, set the right foot down outside the right hand. Now press in your palms, move your hips straight up and down. You can walk this or we'll hop it back and forth on three. So from here, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2, and 3. Right foot forward, left foot back. Put the right foot between your hands. And from your low lunge, take it lower. Left knee down, left foot flat behind. Now sink your hips down, press them forward, Anjaneyasana from here. When you're ready with an inhale, reach your arms up high and just open this up. Now bring your gaze up high. Let the hips sink down and forward. Just breathe with us here. And just feel all that length through the front of the left side, from the knee through to the shoulders. Now I want you to keep this deep lunge, but take an inhale. And with the exhale, slowly, right hand to the right knee, left hand to the floor inside the right leg. The hips are still pressing forward and still low. Now twist open to the side. So look back over the right shoulder. And as you're twisting, bring the right arm behind your back for a half bind. Draw that shoulder further back and look toward the back of the mat. Now keep the right thigh pulling in toward your belly. And keep the left hip low and still pulling forward. This is good enough right here, but if you can take it further without backing up your hips, bend the left knee, pull that heel toward your seat best you can. And then set the left foot down. Again, bend the knee, pull the heel in close. And then set the heel down, keep your hips low and forward. One more time, pull that heel in close. Now, if you want to take it further, maybe reach with the right hand and find the left foot, draw the heel closest still. But keep your left hip pulling forward and sinking down. Keep the right thigh squeezing in toward your chest and keep breathing here. Now take an inhale. And with the exhale, release. Both hands down around the right foot. Tuck the toes of your left foot. Lift your left knee. Low lunge. Now make sure your low lunge is set up. 2 separate tracks. Hips width distance side to side. When you're ready, with an inhale, bring your hands to your hips. Bring your torso all the way to upright and find your high lunge stance. Now deep bend of the right knee. Left leg towards straight. Left hip forward. Right hip back. Keep your hips squared. Keep your spine upright. Take an inhale. Reach your arms up high. And then with the exhale, bring your hands to your low back. Now interlace the fingers. Pull the palms together. Draw your shoulders back and keep your chest open like this. And we'll work it further into the back leg, so take an inhale. With the exhale, dip your left knee down low. Now inhale, straighten. Exhale, lower. Inhale, straighten. Now with the exhale, lower one more time. Hover the knee, stay tall through your spine. Keep your shoulders pulled back. And then pulse into the back knee on my count. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. On one, just stay here. Now lean forward to the right foot, and we'll take a pyramid stance. Left foot forward, 1 pace behind the right. So about 3 feet front to back, still hips width distance side to side, so your hips are still squared. Both legs straight and both feet flat. Left foot points to side at least a little bit, but pull the right hip back, your left hip forward, keep your chest open. And let's go back and forth to a halfway fold, so take an inhale. With the exhale, lead with your chest, keep your gaze forward, come down toward halfway. Inhale, bring this all the way upright. Exhale, hinge forward, lead with your chest, feel that stretch on the back of the right thigh. Inhale, bring this all the way back up again. Exhale, hinge forward, chest forward, gaze forward, just halfway down. Inhale, bring it up one more time. Now with the exhale, hinge forward and maintain that fold. Now keep your gaze forward, shoulders pulled back, right hip back, left hip forward, your hips are still squared. Now I want you to take it deeper. Bend the right knee as much as you need to, but bring your belly and as much of your torso as you can onto the right thigh. Still looking forward, still with your shoulders pulled back. If you can do it with a straight leg, that's fine. Don't lose the contact. If you want to go deeper, maybe press your knuckles toward the ceiling. Now take an inhale. And with the exhale, bring the hands to the low back. Put a deep bend to the right knee. Bring most of your weight to the right foot. We're going to take this to a warrior 3. So press into the right foot, lift the left foot up off the floor. And bring your lifted body in the line. Now maybe more upright, and that's fine. Keep your hips squared. Maybe come down toward parallel with the floor, but keep your gaze forward. We're going to move back and forth from here. Keep just a little bend in the right knee. But then hinge from the right hip. Bring yourself upright with your left knee high. And then hinge forward. Come back to your warrior 3, whether you're more upright or more parallel to the ground. Now again, bring this back up. Keep your balance, left knee high, shoulders pull back. Hinge forward, come into your warrior 3 one more time. And then bring yourself back upright. Left knee lifted. Keep your balance, keep that right big toe pressing down. And with your legs, take an eagle bind. Left leg crosses tightly over the right. Now squeeze your legs together, sink your hips down, shoulders pull back. You can always touch that left foot to the floor if you need to. Bring your hands to your hips. Now let's take this toward a twist. When you're ready, with the inhale, reach the right arm high. With the exhale, just go slow. Keep looking forward, but bring the right arm past your left thigh. Now maybe stay here, and that's good enough. If you can go deeper, hinge forward, start to slide that right arm further down past your left leg. Keep the left shoulder high, and keep your gaze forward. Just take this as low as you can, and keep your legs squeezing. Keep breathing here. Now slowly, with an inhale, straighten your right leg, lift your left knee, hold for just a moment. And go ahead and set your left foot down. When you're ready, with an inhale, reach your arms up high. Exhale, fold this all the way back down. Inhale, lift up halfway. And with the exhale, bring the hands to the mat. Let's take it to crow. Palms down, grip the floor. Lift your heels and bring the knees to your arms. Now look forward, lean, go slow, but when the feet lift, bring the toes to touch. Hold here. And then set your feet down. Let's take flying lizard. So it's going to be right leg around your right arm, right foot between your hands from the front, left knee goes to your left arm from behind. Lift your right foot first and squeeze that arm. Look forward, lean forward, lift your left foot, maybe stay here. If you want to go further, you can always play around with extending that left leg. Just keep your elbows pulled in and under control. And then when you're ready, go ahead and take it to your vinyasa. Paddle out. Let your hips move side to side. And let's take all that on the other side. With your next inhale, raise your left leg high. Open to your scorpion dog. Bend your left knee, hang your left foot right. And just breathe here. With your next inhale, straighten the left leg, three-legged dog. Exhale, bring it forward, knee to chest, shoulders over wrists. Now inhale your left leg high. Exhale forward, knee to right elbow. Inhale the left leg high. Exhale forward, knee to left elbow, stay here. Take an inhale. And with the exhale, set the left foot down outside your left hand. Shoulders over wrists, press in your palms, move your hips straight up and down. And again, you can always walk this, or we'll hop it on 3. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2, and 3. Now it's left foot forward, right foot back, left foot between your hands. And let's bring it down lower, right here to the floor, right foot flat behind. Sink your hips down, press forward. Anjaneyasana. With an inhale, open up, reach up and back, gaze up high. Now as you're looking up, sink your hips down toward the front of the mat. Keep breathing here. Now keep that deep low lunge. Take an inhale. And with the exhale, slowly, left hand to your left knee, right hand to the floor inside your left leg. Hips still pressing down, pressing forward. Open your chest up to the left side. Look over your left shoulder. Take a half bind. Left arm behind your back, palm face away. Pull that shoulder further back. And keep the left thigh squeezing in toward your belly. Now keep the right hip low if you want to go further without backing up your hips. Bend the right knee, pull the heel toward your seat best you can. And then set the foot back down. Again, bend the right knee, pull the heel in close. And then set the foot. One more time, bend the right knee, draw that heel in, and if you want to, you can reach with your left hand, find the foot, pull the heel closer still. Keep that right hip low, keep it pulling forward, and keep the left thigh squeezing in. Take an inhale. And with the exhale, turn to center, both hands down around the left foot. Now tuck the toes of the right foot, lift the right knee, come into your low lunge. Be sure your feet on 2 separate tracks, hips width distance apart. When you're ready, hands to your hips with an inhale, bring yourself all the way upright. And just take a moment here to adjust, find your stance. Right hip forward, left hip back, the hips are square. And then when you're ready, with an inhale, reach the arms up high. Exhale, hands to your low back. Now find that grip that feels strange. Interlace the fingers, pull the palms together, draw your shoulders back. And then keep your chest open. Take it to the back leg. Take an inhale. Exhale, dip the right knee down low. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, lower. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, lower. Inhale, straighten. With the exhale, lower, just hover the knees, stay tall through your spine. And then pulse from here. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now lean forward to the left foot. Take a pyramid stance, right foot forward about 1 pace behind the left. Now it's about 3 feet front to back, still hips width distance side to side, so the hips are still squared. Both legs straight, both feet flat, right foot pulls to the side at least a little bit. Pull the right hip forward, left hip back, and keep your shoulders pulled back. Now back and forth from here, take an inhale. With the exhale, hinge from the hips, lead with your chest, come down toward halfway, keep looking forward. Inhale, bring this all the way up. Exhale, hinge forward. Feel that stretch on the back of the left thigh. Keep your hips squared. Inhale, come up all the way. Exhale, hinge forward, chest forward, shoulders back. Inhale, bring it up one more time. And then with the exhale, hinge forward and stay forward like this. Left hip back, right hip forward. Keep your gaze forward. And to take it deeper, bend the left knee as much as you need. But bring your belly down in contact with that left thigh. Maybe press your knuckles toward the ceiling. Try to keep your gaze forward. Keep your chest open. Now take an inhale. With the exhale, deep bend the left knee, bring the hands to the low back. And as the weight comes to the left foot, let's take warrior 3. Push into your left foot, come to balancing with your lifted body in one long line. Now keep your hips squared, maybe at more of an angle. Maybe more toward parallel with the floor, but just hold. And then just keep a little bend in the left knee. We'll take it back and forth. Hinge from your left hip. Come all the way upright with your right knee high. And then hinge forward. Extend the right leg back. Come into your warrior three. Again, hinge from your left hip. Bring this all the way upright with your right knee high. Hinge forward. Right leg back. Come into that warrior three one more time. Hinge back up. Right knee lifted. Hold here. And then when you're ready, take an eagle bind with your legs. Right leg crosses tightly over the left. Now squeeze your legs together, sink down. You can always touch that right foot to the floor. And then release your arms. Now hands to your hips. When you're ready, move into that twist. Left arm high, take an inhale. And with the exhale, just keep looking forward, but bring the left arm across past your right thigh. Now if you can take it further, slide that left arm further down. Keep the right shoulder pulled back and start to come down low, but keep going forward, keep looking forward rather as you're twisting. Keep the legs squeezing and breathe here. Slowly, with an inhale, straighten that left leg, lift your right knee. And then set the right foot down. When you're ready, with an inhale, reach the arms up high. Exhale, fold this all the way back down again. Inhale, lift this up halfway. And then with the exhale, set the hands. We'll take it to crow. Palms down, grip the floor with your fingers, lift your heels. And bring the knees to touch your arms. Look forward, lean forward, just go slow. And lift the feet together, toes to touch, hold for a moment. And then set your feet down. Let's take flying lizard. So it's left leg around your left arm this time. Left foot between your hands to the front. Right knee goes to the right arm from behind. Now lift your left foot and squeeze the left arm. Look forward, lean to lift the right foot. Maybe stay here. If you're going to go further, you can extend the right leg back. Just keep your elbows pulled in. Take it to where you like. And then whenever you're ready, take it through your vinyasa. And we'll meet in down dog. Once you find your down dog, take a moment, paddle out and breathe. When you're ready here, take an inhale. And then with the exhale, bring the knees down to the floor. Legs out from underneath you and come down to a seat. We're going to take this into an angle from here. Now, it's going to be a few stretches first, so just go ahead and set this up with your left leg extended and your right knee bent. And then both hands go to your bent right leg. Now, squeeze it into the side of your ribs and just move side to side for a moment. And let's go ahead and cradle the legs. So left hand to the outside edge of the right foot, right arm around your right knee. Keep the toes of the right foot curled, but bring that shin up to parallel with the floor. Sit this up tall, just move side to side. And any stretch should be going into the outer right hip. No twinge in the knee here. Make sure that right foot stays tense. Now, if you can actually bring that shin in closer, maybe wrap your left arm around the right foot. And just sit this up tall. Now, this is basically an upright seated pigeon. You can always stay here and you don't have to take things any further. But if you're interested, we'll take it to a compass. So for that, left hand to the outside edge of the right foot, right arm inside your right leg. Use both hands. Work that leg up your arm. And you're trying to get the knee behind the shoulder. Just get as close as you can. Now, once that leg's not going any higher, press your right arm into the right leg, right hand down at your side, and just lean into this. And this might be enough of a stretch already. If you can go further, don't force it, but just take it slow. As you extend the right leg, bring your gaze up into the left side, and just take this to where you can. All right, slowly, if you extended that leg at all, put the bend back into the knee. Try to keep that leg high in the arm. If it's slipped down, work it back up. And this is where we take the arm balance. So press the right arm into the right leg and then lean forward onto the right hand to keep that leg hooked. Now, left hand outside the left thigh. Now, keep your chest facing down, push into the floor, lift your butt up off the mat, and then hook the right foot onto your left leg. And you can just hold here, and this is elephant trunk. Now, if you want to take it further, 8 angles, a few more steps. For that, ankles together, inner thigh squeeze around the right upper arm. And then shoulders forward as the elbows bend. Let the legs go out to the right. And you're trying to hover this up off the floor with chaturanga, arms keep in mind. Go ahead, bring yourself to a seat when you're ready. All right, not an easy pose. Let's take it on the other side, though. So this time, extend your right leg and bend your left knee. So both hands to your left leg, squeeze it into your side, and just move side to side for a moment. And let's cradle the leg. So left arm around the left knee. Right hand to the outside of your left foot, curl the toes. Bring that shin to parallel with the floor, and again, move side to side. Now try to sit this up tall best you can. If you can get the shin close, maybe wrap the right arm around the left foot. But again, just take this to where you can. Any stretch should be in the outer hip. No twinge in the knee. Make sure the foot stays tense. Now, if you want to stay here, again, this is good enough. If you want to take compass, right hand outside edge of the left foot, left arm inside your left leg. Now use both hands, work that leg up your arm. Ideally, the knee goes behind the shoulder. Just get as close as you can. Once you're ready, left arm presses the left leg, left hand sets at your side. Maybe lean into this and keep the leg hooked. That could be plenty. If you're going to go further, go slow, but the more you extend that left leg, the more you bring your gaze up to the right. All right, slowly from here. If you extended that leg at all, bend the knee. Try to keep the leg high on your arm. You can always work it back up if you need to. But when you're ready, press the left arm into the left leg. Lean forward to your left hand to keep the leg hooked. Right hand comes down outside the right thigh. Now keep a little bit of a fold with your chest facing down. Push into the floor. Lift your butt up off the mat. Left foot under the right leg. This puts you into elephant trunk, and that might be good enough. If you want 8 angle, ankles together. Inner thigh squeeze around the left upper arm. Shoulders forward, elbows back. As your legs go left, take this to where you can and just breathe. And then set yourself down when you're ready. All right, you're welcome to work that further, but if you're ready to move on, bring yourself down onto your back. And once you're down, just pull the knees in close. Squeeze everything in. Press your spine flat. And then go ahead, release your grip, bring your feet down to the floor. And we're going to take a longer round of back bending here. There's going to be 5 lifts. Now, the first time I'm going to cue this with bridge and then lead it into wheel. You can always take the wheel from the beginning if you like. And then for the next 4, you choose bridge or wheel, and we'll take it up and down. You can go back and forth between the poses if you need to. We'll take one longer hold at the end. So feet and knees about hips width distance apart. Bring your heels in close to your low back's basically flat at the start. Arms at your sides, palms down, keep your gaze high. When you're ready, with an inhale, press into your feet, squeeze your glutes, lift up high, and hold here. Keep your glutes squeezing, keep your hips lifting. Now this is your bridge, hold the tension of the lift. And if you're ready to take this into wheel, keep the hips lifted, but bring the hands around your head. Palms down, fingertips toward the shoulders, elbows high. Now when you're ready, press in your palms, you can lift to the top of your head if you need to, and then whenever you're ready, straighten your arms. So hips toward the ceiling, chest toward the back of the mat. Keep your glutes squeezing. You can lift your heels for either pose if it feels like too much on the low back. But keep some tension in your glutes. Try to pull the shoulder blades toward each other. Take an inhale. And with the exhale, bring everything back down to the floor. Now once you're down, give yourself a moment here to breathe. And again, we're going to take this up for 4 more lifts. Now, whichever pose you take, be sure you start with the feet hips width distance and bring the heels in close. For bridge, keep the arms at your sides with the palms down. For wheel, keep the hands around your head. Now, when you're ready, press in the hands and feet. With an inhale, lift your hips up, open up, hold here. And try to take it a little bit higher with each lift. Take an inhale. And with the exhale, slowly bring everything back down to the mat. Take a couple breaths in between. And then again, reset, bridge or wheel. Press in your feet, bring your hands into place. With an inhale, lift your hips up, open up, hold here. And again, tense up your glutes, try to find some tension around the shoulder blades to open your chest. And then go ahead, bring this all the way back down to the floor. Breathe here. All right, 2 more times. Go ahead, reset your feet. Bring your hands into place. When you're ready, with an inhale, press down, lift up, open up, hold here. And then slowly bring everything all the way back down. Take a few more breaths. Now keep in mind, the last hold is going to be a bit longer, about 5 breaths or so. So be sure your feet and your hands are where you need them to be. When you're ready, press into the floor, lift this up, open up, hold here. Now again, you can lift your heels if you need to, but keep the tension along the back line of the body to open up the front and work to keep your breath smooth and under control. Take a deep inhale. With the exhale, slowly bring everything back down to the ground. Once you're down, draw your knees into your chest and just squeeze everything in. And then we're going to take this into Supta Gomukhasana. Just bring your left foot down to the floor. Right knee to the center of your chest. Open that leg to 90 degrees. And then bring the left knee in behind the right. Cross your legs together tight. Now, you can take whatever grip you like. Opposite hand to opposite leg. You can hold the knees. You can work your hands further toward your feet. And if you're going to take it deeper, curl your toes toward your hands. Pull the feet down toward the floor. And up toward your shoulders at the same time. Now, whatever you're holding on to here, keep your knees close. Work to flatten your spine. Pull everything down. And then push up into your hands at the same time. Keep breathing here. Take a deep inhale. With the exhale, just release your grip, untangle the legs. Let's take it the other way. Right foot to the floor, left knee to the center of your chest. Open your left leg to 90 degrees. Bring the right knee in behind the left. Squeeze your legs together tight. Pull down. And again, you can hold the knees, work the hands closer to the feet. If you're going to take it deep, curl the toes toward your hands, pull the feet toward the floor, and up toward your shoulders at the same time. Now again here, keep your knees close. Flatten your spine. Keep pulling down. Press back up at the same time, wherever your hands are. Keep breathing here. Take a deep inhale. And then with the exhale again, release your grip, untangle the legs. Bring your knees into your chest side by side. And let's take happy baby. Reach between the knees. Take hold of the outside edges of your feet. Stack your ankles above your knees and pull down on both sides. Draw the knees down toward the floor outside your ribs. Press your feet back up into your hands at the same time and keep the tension working both up and down. Now work to flatten your spine, sink your tailbone down toward the floor. If you want to take it further, you can rock a little bit side to side. Further still, you can extend your legs out against your grip. And then finally, when you're ready, take a deep inhale here. Draw down as much as you can. And with the exhale, just release. Extend your legs out fully. Lay your arms at your sides. Open up your palms toward the ceiling. And then just let your eyes close here and let your body settle down into the mat. When you're ready here, start to move bit by bit, fingers and toes, arms and legs. Take a deep inhale, stretch your arms out long past your head. And then just pull everything in. Bring the elbows toward your chest. Draw your knees up as well. And just take your time. Find your way up to a comfortable seat. Ground yourself into the mat here, stack your spine. Bring your hands up the heart center. And then take a deep inhale, hold on to at the top. And just let everything go. I thank you for joining class. Namaste.